trying hard. I'm about to get ready for work. I know. It's 1:11 here. Are you in Atlanta? Why do I have a pimple right here? I think you are in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, I need a few things. I need some record shops I can contact to give my mixtape to sell. Some local record shops. It's harder to get it into the national chains. Local record shops. B, a photographer. A photographer. This festival that I'm doing performance, they'll have photographers and people, but I always like to bring my own photographer if I can, just because I like my picture turnaround to be quick. I don't like to be having to chase people down and be like, oh, the pictures, oh, I did all these festival pictures. I don't care at all. So, if you know any of those two things, I have some people from Atlanta I can reach out to, though. I'm going to work on making sure everything is set up for Atlanta next week for my performances and everything I got going on. So they asked me not to talk about it because they haven't announced it yet. But I'm like, it's coming up on March. Y'all should be announcing it. So it's in April. It's the first weekend in April. 3 days, first weekend in April. All 3 days of the quote unquote weekend that you think is the weekend. So yeah. But if you know any record shops, local record shops, or if you know any photographers, please send them my way. You're not coming in, kitty. No, you're not coming. You're not coming in. I do feel like my teeth been looking really white lately. I did the whitening strips not too long ago, but I'm sick of you. Either in or out. I'm not opening this door again. Hi. Okay, now let's do my eyebrows. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Well, Tommy, maybe you want to be the one putting makeup on. Maybe there's some life realizations. I don't even know why, as a man, you even care. I think there's some life realizations you need to do. I'm not hating. I'm just trying to say what it is. Some life realizations. Hi. It's crazy how much time you do spending your mind on what women do. Gonzo. It's crazy. Hey, Meta. Well, don't do that. I think you should just listen to the music. And that's it. I bet it does taste good. Because chicken and waffles taste good. So I'm sure that does taste good. This is not the right stuff. Imagine me putting this on. This is the right stuff. You know, I still have not seen a clip. They were telling me about it at work, and then I saw Jamie Foxx chatting about it some online. Yeah, that was messed up. And that dude meant to do that. Anyone that's defending that type of behavior, and especially in no time era, is it okay? But especially in 2026, he meant to cause the scene. He meant to say that. He meant what he said. Period. I don't even need no. I don't even need to see a video. I don't know context. You're not just shouting that, especially as a white man, and you didn't mean it the way you meant it at an award show, an official event. So next, that's what I think. I think foolish, foolish, foolish. I think they're surprised, mainly because it's like you really like have the guts to do that, like at an official event. Like it's like we not on the streets, like we not sitting up here on the streets. I'm walking past you, and you feel we're at an official award show, and we're like a high status people, you know. These are like celebrity status people. These aren't like people. They're not. There was no way in the world they were expecting that. No way in the world. I'm in Austin. Y'all, let me know if the picture is never clear because I've been having issues with my service. I've been watching some of the playbacks from my lives, and my lives be messing up lately. And I just don't understand. It's gonna look better, guys. Don't judge me so hard yet on the brows. It's gonna look better. I rap. I'm on Wi-Fi. That's the thing with people with men is you will say statements and not ask, and you'll be dumb in the first place, not understanding the facts. I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't like when people speak like that. That's something that's annoying to me. You got to do this. Why aren't you doing this? Da-da-da-da. How do you know I'm not already doing X, Y, and Z? You don't. You don't know. Okay, now I'm about to do the concealer. Hold up, Rudy. That doesn't matter. Not Rudy. Jay. The comment. There was another comment. Hold up, Jay. That don't matter. If you're getting on here for those type of reasons, you need to get off. This is not a dating app, and this is not Pornhub. Get off. Hey, boo boo. Well, should think before you comment. I don't see how I always end up the bad guy when y'all don't be thinking before you comment. You just say whatever, and then I explain to you exactly how you tried to explain to me, and you can't take it. Did you think that I had any type of common sense when you made a comment speaking at me, not knowing all the facts? No. So why would I think you have any sense if you can't even simply ask me a question? No, it's not. No, it's not. My age and coming up here, hold up, or you, that's not important for you. Because it don't matter how old I am. Ain't nothing going down for you with me. Other than you listening to my music. Other than... Hi, Jack Frost. No, you, the chat. You in the chat just want to know. Well, good looking 53. We see that. She's a good looking 53. Okay, well, me being arrogant and whatever, bye. I'll be unattractive. Peace. Us unattractive people in the world have other things to do other than worry about comments. Us unattractive people. Honestly though, y'all, yesterday I came on live. I had a really good chat on live yesterday with y'all. I don't know if any of y'all were on the live yesterday evening. But if you weren't, I labeled it good conversation live because it was good conversation. I had such good conversation yesterday on live. I really, really did. I really, really did. Ooh, I went over the line a little bit. No, it's not a Bugs Bunny shirt. It's just a race car shirt. No, I don't get help no times. Not one song anyone else has written. Hell no. I get very offended with that. I don't get help writing music not one single time. No. And let me tell you something. If someone, male, female, whatever, is claiming to be a rapper and somebody else writes their raps, they're not a rapper, they're a repeater. And I stand on that heavy. If somebody else is writing your raps, you're not a rapper. You're a repeater. Okay, that's better. I saved the live. You can go look at it. Hi. It's true. It's not a team effort. Your talent as a rapper is to write raps, make metaphors, double entendres, rap. Your talent as a singer is to sing. If you cannot, as a rapper, make raps, why do you get the title of being a rapper? Because of the internet, right? But if you can't really sing, how do you get the title to be a singer? If you cannot sing, it's not me being any type of way, it's me being real about the situation. think people are just really I think people are just really used to like bird brain people now. They give everyone a pass. That's what I think. I think people are just used to people being bird brains and just doing stuff for social media all day. That's what I think. That's honestly what I think. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is not the best brows I've done, I'm not even gonna lie. No, we shouldn't. Well, he found his spot in the industry. What he likes to do. Kehlani's not a rapper though. No, I'd rather not. I don't, and that's another thing. I don't really like collabing with people. Collabing with people is freaking miserable. A lot of times people just doing a bunch of talking. They don't really understand how much money, time, and energy goes into actually doing music and making music, even at a low level. And I don't have time to be playing with a bunch of people that claim they want to do music and they really just want to do something just to say they're doing something. And I don't have time. I don't have time. It seems like homie Lane, I don't really know what all that is. Homie LME, whatever. It seems like you're defending somebody who doesn't need to be defended. That's what it's giving. Unless you're the artist who doesn't write your own music, then I see why you're so defensive. You don't write your own music. You don't do it. Yeah, and it doesn't matter because you don't write your own music anyway. So why does it matter? Why does it matter? It doesn't. It doesn't. Just saying it doesn't. Well, I'm just trying to tell you, John Moe, if you was that Chicago goat with the music, you would know a radio sound is the campaign that you pay to be on the radio. And it could be whatever song you want to as long as it's clean. So, thank you. Let me get back to my 20 views. You whack fuck that doesn't even have a profile picture. Bye. Go get a profile picture, then talk. Bye. Y'all already sprayed my face. Bye out. Bye wee wee. Ping. That just tells me you have a small penis. That's what that lets me know. Why would you name yourself that? Wee ping. Anyway, happy Wednesday. It says that it's a short month because it's literally just the 25th. My rent has not even posted yet, but I know it's due by Friday. But it hasn't even posted yet. It sucks when when it is February, rent should be due later than what it says it's supposed to be due. That's what I think. Same reason why he came to my live saying loud bye. It's like, what? Why would he come to my live making that comment? Same reason he came to my live making that comment. Is the same reason why I said it. Duh. Ooh, it's not alright. I don't even know what song it is. What I really been on is 6ix9ine. That's really who I've been listening to lately. I've been on the regular. 6ix9ine and his comeback with the streaming is crazy. Free 6ix9ine. Free 6ix9ine. No, I can't sing anything but my own personal stuff. And then you call him that, but he honestly, and it's crazy that you call him that when his whole campaign on live, he was on like streams, he proved his point how all these other rappers are snitches too. Tell you didn't watch not one stream. And tell you didn't care. I really want some bacon. Finally, a good question. Favorite Christmas movie? It is a combination between a bunch. My favorite one, I like them all, honestly, but it's a combination between a bunch. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Christmas with the Cranks. I love Christmas with the Cranks. I don't know what it is about that movie. That movie just gets me every time. What else? Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I don't understand why he's not more of the face of Christmas. Like, Elf is one of my favorites, of course, and I love Will Ferrell. But I don't see how Will Ferrell is like a bigger face in Christmas than Tim Allen. When Tim Allen is Santa Claus for 3 movies, and then he had a series. Series I don't think did that well. Because it just was played out. Some stuff just be played out. They be wanting to reboot everything. And we don't need a reboot of everything. We really, really don't need a reboot of everything at this point. No, Jack Frost isn't one of them. Polar Express is boring. I remember when I was doing a Polar Express is so boring to me. Like, I don't even understand how, like, that's the movie kid they play at the school. So I'm like, this movie, I've seen it everyone's probably seen it every year they've been in grade school. And every year I don't know what happened because I was asleep because it was boring. I remember I was a pre-K teacher. You're getting on mine too, so you can leave. I remember I was a pre-K teacher last year at a part-time job, and like the program was after school, and it was pre-K through 5th grade, and they were trying to think of like, but mine that I was responsible for that were on my roll sheet were just pre-K, but there was a bunch of different kids that I would end up interacting with from different age ranges. I remember we all were trying to pick a movie, like a Christmas movie. I remember people said Polar Express. Yo, there were really people saying that Polar Express scared them as a kid, and the concept of the kids going on sneaking out and going on a train is inappropriate. I'm just looking at when they was talking, I was just like, you need to be in a psych ward. You've got to be in a psych ward. You mean to tell me that your problem in life was Polar Express? You mean to tell me your message in life that you would like to say to protect kids is don't watch Polar Express? That's why the damn kids bad now. That's why this new generation of kids is bad now. Don't listen, be talking back, be throwing stuff at their parents because of dumb stuff like that. Just bad. Whole time your kid going to school saying any and everything, and you don't want them to watch Polar Express. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. No, it wasn't. The movie was boring. The movie Nightmare Before Christmas, it wasn't one of my animated movies are not my thing. I'm just be real with y'all. Like, the best I get with animated movies is the old ones, Shrek, SpongeBob, and then I really like Hotel Transylvania. But animated movies are not my thing. That are not my go-to watch. Like, I'm not just gonna go to the movie theaters to watch an animated movie. I'm just not. I like to see live action movies. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, not Nightmare on Elm Street. Polar Express is put me to sleep every single time. Oh yeah, I know the debate with the Die Hard thing. I mean, if you want it to be a Christmas movie, it can be a Christmas movie. They do. I say that all the time, but they do because I'm just like, you talking about how Polar Express, like, you need to be in a psych ward if that's your problem in life. If you think of Polar Express and you're just like, oh my god, the kids can't watch it because you got problems. It, like, for real. Ain't nobody thinking that hard about that movie but you. Them kids probably not even paying attention. They probably trying to see what they can do that they not supposed to be doing instead of watching the movie. Say you don't understand kids without saying you don't understand kids. Is that I never considered Edward Scissorhands as a Christmas movie, though. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Christmas movie? Ooh, right now. Before I do my hair, I'm gonna throw some bacon in the oven. What are you doing? Like my kitty. Kiss. Kiss. You want to kiss the people? Mwah. Anyway. But yeah, that Edward Scissorhands, I don't think it's a Christmas movie. That's just me. If you think it's a Christmas movie, then more power to you. Good. I took all my dishes out. This maple bacon smells so freaking good. My cat is so obsessive. Hey. Can't be in there long. Have to be quick doing my hair. Well, thanks. Kitty, I don't know if he left. He might have left. Okay, let's quickly do my hair. Let's quick do my hair. Ooh, with the rain. Twilight. I love it. I'm one of those girls though. I am. I'm a Twilight girl. It's my thing. It's always been my thing since I was a little girl. It has the perfect romance slash just everything for me. It does it for me. Romance slash supernatural slash everything. It just does it for me, guys. It's just my show. I don't know what you're trying to say, John, but whatever. Oh yeah, I love those movies. I did not like Nope. I will keep it real. I did not like Nope. I thought Nope was dumb. I think that the message he was trying to convey, he was just going too deep on trying to do a movie full of metaphors and double entendres and stuff. I think he just went a little bit too deep on it, and the movie didn't make no sense. I did not like it. I thought it was dumb. And I'm a big Jordan Peele fan. Like a really, really big Jordan Peele fan. Like my dream is to co-direct and produce a movie with him. But Nope was dumb. It was dumb. And then in the middle of the movie, you have a whole nother storyline going on with the monkey that would have been a better storyline than this original thing. Like when I'm watching a movie with black people, Keke Palmer, and the title of the movie is Nope, I feel like the scenes that I'm watching are Nope. I didn't see anything that I felt like was nope, like at all. In the one scene with the kids when they was popping, when they was pranking them in the barn, that was the only scene I was like nope, and that was just a little hee hee moment. Well, my mom has 2 books out, and you don't have to be famous. Matter of fact, the likelihood of you getting famous from putting out a book is literally a lot of hard work, and it's just your destiny. You know how many authors there are that have no fame? You don't even know how they look. You search them because they're the writer of the book. You can't even find a picture of them. You publishing a book does not equal fame. It equals you spending money. And I think that's my thing too. Like the whole thing with like a famous author who's traveling, who's this, who's that. You gotta really hustle to be that. Especially when you're an author. You're not someone that is on screen acting, giving visuals. You're someone who writes, and that's what you do. You have to really hustle to get your name and your stuff out there. And so you're just not another book on the shelf. And that's real. Like, that's real. You got to set up tours. You got to set up book signings. You got to set up stuff. You have to. Because just because you put a book out don't mean nothing. It don't. Trust me. It don't mean not one single thing. LOL. Right, I just saw your comment. You cannot tell me something. Well, I mean, that's your fault. Like, I did this and I did this, and you never published it. You think someone who's legit a hustler in life, legit about doing stuff in life, is looking at you like, oh my God, you did all this stuff. No, we're looking at you like, bro, you didn't do nothing, man. Like, not to be mean, because I know that sounds mean, because it's a big step to even try to do something. But, like, don't just get to telling people you did this and you did that and you did this and you did nothing with it, because then it's just like, okay, well, what the fuck is wrong with you then? Why would you create all this stuff if you have no intentions on doing anything with it? Like, you didn't fully try. You didn't fully give it a try. You just created it. That's the first step. Second step, actually try to breathe life into it. And that's real. It may sound mean, but it's the truth. It's the truth. No, it's not. There's a time. That's just something people say who really ain't about their shit. There's not a time and place for everyone. Everything. When you got something that you ready to put out, when you create something, you got to put it out. What would you be sitting on mixtapes and sitting on books and sitting on this stuff for if you just gonna let it collect dust? There's not a time and place for it. What's the time and place? Who you waiting on? God to come down and say do it? No, he already gave you the gift to do it. So you got to meet him halfway. That's how that works. And that's another thing too. And this is not me talking about you, because I don't know your faith and how you are with faith. So I'm not coming for you on that. But a lot of times people think that God is a genie and that like he's just gonna like do stuff. No, when you pray, and when I pray specifically, I always pray for God to give me a good eye, to keep my eyes open for opportunities. Because you can be put an amazing opportunity in front of your face, or a bad one, and not even know what you're looking at. So I ask God to put amazing opportunities in front of me. And I also ask God to give me the strength to work for them. Because God is not a genie. And I feel like a lot of people will confuse God as a genie, and he's not. You cannot pray for something and then it just pops up in your lap. That's not how it works. You have got to work for it, and you've got to be on the hustle, keeping your eye out for different opportunities. You know, one thing will lead to another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing. Like, I can't stand that. And I come from a very religious background. I've been baptized when I was young. Grandpa's a preacher. Aunts, my mom, everyone grew up in church. So I know, I grew up in church. I know, I'm very religious. So God's not a genie. That's my whole point. Well, Carlos, I think you're draining, so I'm going to kick you off. Bye. You don't even have a profile picture. You're just a nobody. Oh my gosh. No, it's not 3 Trapper. It's not 12 a.m. where I am. That bacon smells so good. I don't care. Bye. And that's the thing too, Tevin, DePaul, is a lot of times people are scared to start because when you start, you're not at the top. That'd be a lot of times what it is too, is when you start something, you're not automatically at the top. So people be scared to really go for things. Well, it's not necessarily the work that I guess you could say the work. I think it's more of the persistence. Because even when you have a bad day and things don't go right, like I remember, I'm going to give y'all a testimony because people, you can't preach to the congregation and not give them a testimony because they don't think you know what you're talking about. So I'm going to give an example. So, and you can look up the article right now. About a year ago, I was at my job at the daycare. Not the daycare. I was working at a school. So I was at the job at the school, and I get a random text message and random iMessage. And the iMessage was like, yo, I just heard your music. You're hella dope. I love Last Name Kozak and Coming Back, this, that, and the fourth. And it was a New York number. Now, keep in mind, before this New York number messaged me, I previously, about a couple months before this, messaged someone who's not like an A-list celebrity, but he's like, he has connections and he lives in New York, right? So if I say his name, you wouldn't know who I was talking about, but he's in different pictures and in different circles with different people. So we was chatting, right? So he had my number. So I just thought when things were transpiring, that's how he got my number, right? So we're texting on iMessage, and I'm just like, thank you, who is this? And no, I didn't respond at first at all. I just read it. Stop, kitty. He messaged me again and was like, yo, you know who this is? I was like, no, who is this? And he was like, it's Fat Joe. And I was like, you're a liar. I said, liar. Like, I instantly was like, you're a freaking liar. And so he messaged me again. He was like, no, I'm for real. Let's FaceTime. And I was like, this motherfucker lying. I went in the bathroom. I FaceTimed with him, and it was Fat Joe. That I thought. I could see him clear as day. He was in the studio. He was like, yo, hey, I just heard your music. Goes on to say, I'm in the studio. Can I just text you right now and I'll chat with you later? And I'm like, okay. And so at that point, I'm like, yo, I just was on FaceTime with Fat Joe. Like, I was like kind of shook it a little bit. Like, whoa, like that just happened. What's going on? Long story short, we continued messaging, and he basically was saying all this stuff, how he wants to help me. He's gonna put one of my songs on the radio, and if it does well on the radio, he'll sign me, this, that, and the fourth. And I'm just like, oh my God, right? Freaking, he then, when it comes time to actually submit my song, he said, which song do you want to choose? Submit it to this through WhatsApp or whatever. It wasn't WhatsApp, it was another app. I can't think of it. It was another like messenger app. And so as soon as I did that, they started asking me for money. And as soon as someone asked me for money, I instantly searched Fat Joe AI scam. And there were people getting like FaceTime messages that were fake AI. You can look at the article, CherelleK Fat Joe. You can, at CBS, My Job, did an article about it. Like, you can look it up. Like, it was a whole thing that happened where I'm thinking Fat Joe was calling me whole time. Someone's running a whole AI FaceTiming joint to try to get money from artists. Bro, a freaking mess. But that was a bad time for me. I was hurt. Because I'm just like, okay, this is finna be my little moment. And then the fact that I'm heavily inspired by the 90s, the fact that Fat Joe's the one that's messaging me is crazy. Well, obviously it's possible if it happens, CEO. Obviously. Stop, kitty. Like, you can look up the article. It's the whole thing. But yeah. That was a bad day. And my whole point of saying that is, when you're doing music and when you're doing some things that are creative, that are not your normal 9 to 5, there's a lot of figuring out, maneuvering, hustling you have to do, whether that's starting a business, whether that's putting a book out, whether that's starting a podcast, anything that's not your normal 9 to 5, there's a lot of hustling and figuring out you got to do. And some days are just going to be bad. You're going to feel like you got defeated. You're going to feel like you got played with. You're going to feel all these feelings. But it's up to you to keep going. That's what separates the successful people from the lazy people who do things, never complete the things that they do, and then wonder why other people have success for things that seems easy when it never was. No, you can't see him. You can't. And come to find out, how they got my number was through my email. So there was a time where my booking email was connected to my iMessage. And if you message that email through iPhone, it'll come through to my phone. So I had to stop doing that. There's a lot of stuff to learn. Bye, Jack Frost. There's a lot of stuff you gotta learn. A lot of stuff to learn, guys. A lot of stuff. Hi, Basil. But y'all, make sure y'all follow, subscribe, all things. Is it? I didn't think New Orleans was an hour ahead. Are you sure? Do I? Wow, thanks for saying I have a clear face. Well, my name doesn't have a doll in it. It's just CherelleK. Yeah, it's having word. That's not my business. We get back reacts. I don't care if you do, if you don't. I don't care if you do or if you don't get back with your ex. I don't care. I really don't care. I love it. I really don't care. I love it. I might should I put some more blush on. Maybe not. Monkey, they want to see you. Come here, kitty. They want to see you. What? I love you, kitty. You're so cute. No licking. All because of a shirt. I think you need more to do in life. It's a shirt. Well, yeah, he better like me. I'm the owner of him. No licking. No licking. No licking. That's such a dumb question. What race of men do I like best? That's dumb. Anyone that thinks like that is a simple-minded prick. I don't do the race thing. I like every single skin tone. It's about the person. It's about a vibe. Anybody that's, oh, I like this race, I like, is a simple-minded prick. And is missing their blessings. And they are one of the dumbest people in the nation. And shouldn't be allowed to vote. That's how I feel. You got somebody picking and choosing what race and what this and what that. You shouldn't even be allowed to vote. Because, like, what? And you just like, Kitty, like, what are you doing? Like, he's just floating. Kitty. What? What are you trying to say? What? No, I'm not gonna play your song. I'm not. You want your song to be played? Go start your own live, play your own song. Bye. I'm not DJ. Thanks. Bye, Ray. Need to find something to wear. Kitty, you want to sit here and see the people? You do? You want to sit? Yeah, kitty. Mwah. Sit with the people. Don't follow me. Sit with them. Look, kitty. No. I just need to find something to wear. My alarm's about to go off. Y'all are kind of mean on here. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Then I'm gonna put this on. I think I'm gonna wear my hat today. This is my favorite stuff. The honey. No, I didn't really see that, but still no sound. Bet. You don't even know what the hoodie is. You just trying to say say, let me get the hoodie. You don't even know what it is. I do have a CherelleK hoodie. You can get CherelleK shirts. I don't have the hoodies on my website, but I do have shirts on my website. Go get a CherelleK shirt. I'll ship it to you. Mia the Barbie is really telling y'all up. Word. Gang in here. Cozy gang. Let me let my dogs out. Can I sit here with you? Let me sit with you. Don't get it, kitty. Oh, you're supposed to sit with me. Ah! Why did I even try? Whatever, bro. I'll put some earrings on. Okay, guys, I will be back on later on. I'm going to work right now. LOL. I'm going to work right now. Make sure y'all follow. Listen, I'm gonna post some shorts. Cozy Gang made me really laugh yesterday. Someone, and I know it was Cozy Gang, because they knew exactly how to make me laugh. I'm gonna post a video of me laughing about it, but go watch my live when I was like, Good Conversation Live or whatever is the title. It's out. Anyway, I'll see y'all later on. I'm gonna post some shorts. Have a really good Wednesday. Peace, love, and hair grease. Stream Lovely Bones make taste. Yes, the Bobby. Bye.